The European Commission has once again decided not to fine member states with too large deficits, but to rather give them more time to solve their financial problems. This time, leeway is given to 3 countries: Spain, Portugal and Italy. On Wednesday, the Commission presented its so-called country-specific recommendations. In the cards were possible fines to member states with too large deficits, above the 3% maximum EU limit. Mainly 2 countries were at risk of being sanctioned, Spain and Portugal. But in the end, they were given a break. As EU Commissioner for Economic Affairs, Pierre Moscovici said, the timing was not right.
We could have now said we look at the past and we consider that sanctions are possible. We finally decided to act the way we did because of economical and also political reasons.
The economical reason is that recovery in the 2 countries as well as the EU as a whole is fragile. The political reason is the upcoming election in Spain end of June. The Commission doesn't want to interfere by giving the country a fine 1 month before the election, and thereby maybe fuel support for left-wing Podemos, which is set to fight the EU-led austerity measures.
We are waiting for the result of these elections to have a government who will be capable of addressing the issue and realizing the efforts that could be necessary.
Spain will therefore have until 2017 to reduce the deficit. Portugal will need to do it this year. The decision was of course welcomed in the countries concerned. The Portuguese Prime Minister António Costa said in an interview with Euranet Plus partner Radio Renascença that this was a confirmation that Portugal was on track.
A comunicação da Comissão confirma a previsão que tinha feito de que este ano teremos pela primeira vez déficit abaixo dos 3% e significa sinal de tranquilidade, visto nada de urgente há a fazer.
However, the Commission expects swift action from both Spain and Portugal. The executive will make a new assessment of the deficit and the measures taken already in July. The same goes for Italy, which was granted budget flexibility for 2016. The Commission will assess the Italian deficit in November. According to Commissioner Moscovici, these were not easy decisions to make, and it is a difficult balancing act for the Commission. To give fines would be politically sensitive, but to constantly give more time to countries that doesn't comply with the rules could damage the credibility. Zsolt Darvas, macroeconomic expert at Bruegel, argues that the European financial rules are not very credible.
In my view, these rules have very low credibility, and I see it very unlikely that any country would be sanctioned.
Calls are now made to let an independent body see to that EU member states comply with the rules instead of the Commission. Zsolt Darvas thinks that would be good.
Then an independent body would do a much better job, in my view, than the European Commission currently does.
Commissioner Moscovici says that being credible is of great importance for the European Commission, but at the same time, giving more time to countries like Spain and Portugal is perfectly legitimate. But that doesn't mean that the countries are off the hook.
We are not saying everything's okay. As well for Italy, for Spain and for Portugal, we have got rendezvous for the future.